of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Hokies want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. Makes the catch and knocked down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Tootin. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Jennings.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Drones. He caught it! And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Hokies! And they jump on top.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Durham. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Running back searching for a hole. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Tootin. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Coming after it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Drones. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Pulls it in. It's Durham. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked up. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. grab behind the line. It's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Drones. Going to try to get it himself. And that's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Virginia Tech 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback checking the play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. He's going to take off. Oh, the ball's out. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to move it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's caught. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter punt?
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Back to throw. It's Droves. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, they're able to get the negative play. Great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
LSU.
Line gets set, first down. And that one's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of... area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here and make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The back goes in motion. He wants to throw. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Drones. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Yeah, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Trying to find his man on first down. What a snag by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The Hokies will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Offense in an empty set. Dropping back, it's Drones. Going downfield for the big play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
On first down, here comes this offense. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
He wants to pass it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Dumps it to the back. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go through on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play.
And he's got it inside the 35. LSU quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. Got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised. in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
LSU 31, Virginia Tech 21.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Looking to throw on second down. Right down the middle. Lines a tight end down the gut. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. Turns it on at midfield. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush. And you know it's a pass. You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening. And if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the Hokies get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. 6th play of the drive coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Drones. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we played 3 quarters.
LSU 31, Virginia Tech 28.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Here's the give off the left side. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Might as well give it to him again. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Hokies are on the move. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hokies. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a a statement to get some points.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. LSU right back to the line.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Wide out in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes his connection. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets it out fast. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. A first down run in the red zone. And they're able to get him on the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Dances away to buy time. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Defense in press coverage. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense.
Going up top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Durham. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Slings it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hokies. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Starts to scramble to the left. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Wants to throw on third down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop it.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team is better to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Durham. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Floating away. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. We know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pass is incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.